We are doing Tripura Rahasyam, chapter 1, verse 37-38. What result happened to all those deeds? Somehow I do not know that. Whatever is done by whomsoever, in whichever time, considering that as a certainly correct or proper, and attended with recourse to the result, what fruit of happiness of oneself is obtained there and by whom? So beautiful. Now let us say you are getting half-baked ideas from a half-baked person. This person has himself or herself not reached any destination. Okay? And since the person is not qualified, has not reached any destination, and you are asking questions to this person and saying, please teach me in this subject, please teach me in that subject, do you think this knowledge will become firm in you? Absolutely not. This is what Parshuram is telling. Parshuram says, I have heard this knowledge from many people. And nobody's knowledge is firm. So this knowledge is available only with the Supreme Master. A normal person in this world has no understanding of the subject. Now, if there is Shankaracharya and there is Sureshwaracharya, Totakacharya, you are trying to go and ask Totakacharya the great philosophies on Advaita. Do you think Totakacharya will be qualified enough when there is a Shankaracharya sitting over there? Answer is simply no, it can't be. So, trying to get explanation from Totakacharya about Advaita is as if asking another blind person what is the meaning of these words. Please remember this. The idea that Parshuram says, even Samvarta, incidentally his own father was his guru, if you remember. What did the whole story start? The story started when he considered his father as the guru. And when his guru said, go and chop off your mother's head, did he not do that? He followed his guru's adesh. Chop off your mother's head. And he did that. And later on, when his guru, that his father, asked him the question, you can ask me anything in this world. And he says, please get my mother back. And his father then gave back life to his mother. This is the story. So, don't you think he was also the master? There were many other gurus also along on the path. There was Vishwamitra, there was Vasishtha Muni, and their guru, Agatsya Muni. You think he has not met all these people? He has met everybody. And yet on top of it, he says, here I met Samvarta also last time when I was coming here. But my knowledge is not firming up because I am listening about this knowledge from a redundant person, a person who is not able to teach. This person can just say words. What happened to the deeds? Somehow I do not know that. Whatever is done by whomsoever, in whichever time, considering that it is certainly correct or proper. So at that point in time, I thought that what my father said was correct. Did you get it? What Agatsya Muni said was correct. What Vishwamitra said was correct. Vishwamitra was his father's buddy. Okay, so whatever he said was correct. Everybody said something or the other, and everybody, whatever they said was correct. I was also told you have to go and fight, so I went and fought and I killed so many people. There so many things have happened. So the question arises over here. I attended with recourse to the result. There was a resultant to it. What was the resultant? I am still not sure. I don't know. I am not able to understand Tripura. I am not able to understand Supreme Divine Consciousness. I don't have that happiness or the blissfulness that is associated with spirituality. I am still floundering. So he says, recourse to the result. What fruit of happiness is oneself obtained here and by whom? And who can get this happiness? Next verse. Whatever is fruitful in this world, this is indeed a reward not having investigated it. I do not consider that as a fruit on account of which one is again engaged in action. So what people do is, they learn little and then they say, yeah, I learned it. Now I have investigated on it. I have understood this, what my father said, what my mother said, what this one said, what that one said. And now I am going to apply this in my life. It is half-baked information. It is half-baked knowledge. And when you say this kind of a knowledge which is half-baked, the fruits that are going to be coming out of it are also going to be half-baked. If you really want to learn the greatness of anything, you have to learn from the Supreme Master only, not from ordinary souls. Ordinary souls, or those who have half-baked knowledge, are not going to lead you towards anything. This has to be understood. Whatever is fruitful in this world, with this half-baked knowledge, what answers am I going to get? Only half-baked answers I am going to get. There is no truth in those things. So, I do not consider as the fruit on account of which one is again engaged in action. And so you do something and then you implement it and you start doing the action again. How is that correct? So we are going to the next verse, verse 40. When the result is obtained, say, how can he again be one possessed of a desire for result? Since every man performs work constantly out of desire for its result. Now, this is the problem. This half-baked knowledge gave you a half-baked result. Are you satisfied with it? Then what happens? Then there is a next level you want to do. The next level is, I want to understand this better, so I will apply this over there. And there again you will try to get it, and then again you are unhappy about it, and then you want to get more, and then again you are unhappy, and then you want to get more, and then you are again unhappy. What is the point in doing this? He says, you have obtained the result once. Was the result satisfactory 100%? No. Then what are you trying? So you try it once again in another circumstances. Again the results are improper. They are not good. Then you try it once again. And this goes on. And you yourself are not in any position to reach any destination. You are still unhappy. You are still sad. You don't know what is happening in your world. Why? Because half-baked knowledge is always not correct. You should not fall for it. If there is anything that needs to be asked, Parshuram has to ask Dattatreya directly. Asking some other person here, there, is not going to give any correct answer. You may try to reason out, oh, yeah, I got the answer from this person, maybe I'll reason it out. Doesn't work. Agatsya Muni's disciple was his father as well as, what is his name? Vishwamitra. Both were his disciples. Agatsya Muni is a great teacher. Nobody says he is not. But if they are teaching him, is the knowledge going to seep in? Doesn't. This is the truth. That is the reason why you will find that when the question was asked to Vishwamitra by Dasharatha, will you teach my son, Shri Ram? Vishwamitra said very clearly, I cannot be his guru. His guru has to be only Vasishtha Muni. This is it. And only Vasishtha Muni can give him the right knowledge. And when Vasishtha Muni taught Shri Ram, one of the very beautiful scriptures is there called Yoga Vasishtha. That came about. The knowledge became very strong. And Shri Ram had to go out in the world and fructify this knowledge on his own. So he went, fought the battle, came back. You think it happened just like that? It takes time. So likewise, we all have to go through our stages. You have to meet the Supreme Master. And the Supreme Master has to give you the training. And when he gives you the training, then only it fructifies. Only that is called fruit where there is happiness and absence of sorrow. When there is reminder of tasks to be done, there is neither the disappearance of sorrow nor happiness. Now, this truth has to be understood by you. If you are doing something, it has to give you ultimate happiness. Not halfway, somewhere here and there. So, the fruit which we are talking about, that which comes to you, this fruit has to actually give you that satisfaction, fulfillment. The fulfillment is, oh, now I know. So next time when this happens again, I know exactly what I have to do. I am not disturbed today. Tomorrow also I am not going to be disturbed. See, in many of the families, there is always a fight between parents and children. It happens. Children are very naughty sometimes. Parents will try to rectify them. But the child keeps on doing the same thing over and over and over again. Do you think the child understands? No. It is when the child meets a master and the knowledge starts seeping inside. Then the knowledge changes everything. Madhvacharya, you know. So Madhvacharya was a young boy of 10 years and he performed some small miracles here and there. His parents were very much taken into it, saying, wow, my son is like this. So Madhvacharya tells them, you know what? I don't want to stay with you. Why? I want to follow the path of spirituality. I want to go and meet my Guru. And when I meet my Guru, I will leave you all and go and I will stay with my Guru. When he says these words, his parents get very upset and angry. How can you talk like this? You have so many things to do. You're just 10 years old. You have to grow up. You have to get married. You have to settle down. You got to have children. Then you have to do this and you have to do that. Now imagine this being, many thousands of hundreds of years ago. So Madhvacharya tells them, you know what? I'm telling you this one thing for sure. The moment I get my Guru, the moment I find my Guru or my Guru finds me, I am going away from here. I am not going to come back. So one day, there is a temple over there. So there is a Guru who comes over there. This guy goes and tells him, I want to get initiated. Now the Guru doesn't give an initiation immediately. Naturally he has to find out. So he investigates. And he tries to find out whether this boy is really worth it or no. So he asks him various things. And the boy gives all the correct answers. 10-year-old boy. He gives all the correct answers. His rest of his disciples don't even know the answers. Many a times it so happens that he doesn't know the answer himself, but Madhvacharya knows it. So finally he decides, okay, I will give you initiation. Now every time his parents will come and will always throw one spanner in the works. If you don't come, we will do this. If you don't come, we will do that. We will burn ourselves. We will commit suicide. We will do this. We will do that. Threats. So Madhvacharya tells them, you know what, do what you want. I don't care. So it so happens that they have decided that now there is going to be an initiation ceremony across the river. So on a particular day, on that day early in the morning, his parents land up over there, father and mother, and they keep on threatening him again and again and again. Because the moment a person, a child, joins the path of sannyasa, he is anyway not going to come back. You know that. He wears the orange color clothes and he goes and becomes a sannyasi. So they keep on threatening him and they say, you know what, you are going to perform this action over here, we are going to drown ourselves in the river in front of your eyes. Madhvacharya says, okay, fine, doesn't matter to me. And he gets initiated. And his parents start threatening, now we are going, now we are going. Go, please, go ahead. You have had number of lives, before this. One more life gone doesn't make a difference to me. I have to go and become a spiritual person, and I have to be that. Then his father talks, as usual, how people talk, especially if you are somebody in this world, the parents have a very dirty habit. See, what are we going to do in the old age? In the old age, we need somebody to take care of us. You are there. When we become old, you will earn and you will give us money and we will take care of ourselves. Can you see the emotional blackmail happening over there? How many of you have gone through this blackmail? You yourself are going through it. You think you are not going through it? You are that person who is going through this blackmail, literally. Parents, and you are also a parent. You are also going to do the same thing. You think you are not going to do? You are going to arm twist your child into listening to you by doing this kind of blackmail. This happens. Madhvacharya looks at his parents and he says, you know what? You think I am here in this world so that I can look after you? I'm sorry. God has given me a job, I have to do that job. And I am going to do the job. And his parents keep on insisting. Finally, he catches hold of them and says, you know what? I'll do one thing. You want some support in your life. That is all you are looking for. Money. Support. That's all you are looking for? Okay, I grant you another child. Go. You will have another baby. He's telling his own mother and father. Go, you will have another baby and that baby will look after you. But I am not the person who is going to look after you. I have got other important things to do. And this is what the truth is. Please understand one thing very clearly. There are people in this world who are going to give you this kind of bullshit situations. They are going to tell you, you are a woman. Who is going to take care of you in your old age? What's going to happen to you? You are already converted to the thought that you are a woman, you are a useless person, nobody is caring for me, I am always dependent on some man in life. Isn't that what you have been brought up with? Your own parents have brought you up like this. And you have already accepted that you are a useless person. My husband says, I have to do this. My husband says, I have to do that. My father says, I have to do that. My mother says, I have to do that. What is that? So this independence of action is never there. A woman never understands this. Even a man is an idiot. He also does the same thing. Blackmail. When you are following a particular path, what makes you think that we are not studying about the self? This is a lesson on the self. The self is capable of anything and everything in this world. Never be under the impression that you are alone, who's going to take care of me, what's going to happen. Even a 50, 100, 80, 90-year-old man or a woman can stay alone and do whatever they want to. And here you are not going to be alone, you have God with you. How beautiful is that? And there are people in this world who may be alone, they have their mind with them, no? See, they have their mind with them. They are going mad with their mind, thinking. But when you have Krishna with you, when you have God with you, what is there to think? He is there to take care, no? So this kind of knowledge is half-baked, given by other people. Some other person will tell you, who is going to look after you? What's going to happen to you in the future? You know you are going to become old, you are going to be frail, your legs are going to hurt, your back is hurting. Today this is a problem, that is a problem. You need insurance, you need health, you need place to stay, you need a husband, you need a... Well, that husband himself might be somebody whom you have to look after. The guy may be a drunkard, may be a bloody useless person, and you are taking care of him. You are yet husband take this food, husband take this, husband take that. That is all you are doing. So understand this. This truth has to be known. So don't go after these other people who give you half-baked ideas, because they themselves don't know about their life. And if you are getting ideas from your parents, those people don't have any idea how to stay alone also. Because look at their condition. One person is dependent on the other. So here, Parshuram is saying, if I get half-baked knowledge from another person who is half-baked himself, I am not going to go anywhere. There is no happiness there at all. I hope you understood this lesson. This is a very important lesson. Next verse, the state of having tasks to be done is alone declared as the greatest of sorrows. What that exists, how do the two, happiness and absence of sorrow, arise? Yes, so wonderful this whole verse is. You know what he says? The state of having tasks to be done is alone declared as the greatest of sorrows. Oh my God, what am I going to do? I have to go to the bank, I have to draw my papers, I have to do this, I have to pay the bills. I don't know what I'm going to do. It is a sorrow for you. Why is that a sorrow? Because you are made like this, like that, in exactly a person who has no knowledge or understanding. You feel, why should I do? My husband is there, my mother is there, my father is there, they will do. And when that falls on you, because now you are trying to do something on your own, and when you are trying to do something on your own, so many tasks come in front of you. Oh my God, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. And when that thought itself comes to you, so many things I have to do, then what happens? The problem comes, and this is the sorrow you get. The tasks in front of you create sorrow. I should have been with my husband. You know what? He does all the banking, he does all this payment of taxes, he does this insurance thing, he does this, he does that. I don't have to do, no. But now I have to do on my own. Who is going to help me? I don't know. This is what happens to a person. Who is going to help you? For your insurance payment or for paying electricity bills or doing something legal or whatever, you need another idiot in your life? For what reason? Are you not capable? Here Parshuram is saying, just because those tasks are there in front of you, how am I going to do? You think people who are not there, who are there with me, don't go through this? If I tell them, write an essay, they get, how am I going to do? I've never done this in my life before. And they shirk those responsibilities. Well, search, go, find, do it yourself. You have to learn and do it. The truth about this has to be understood by you. This is not a sorrow, it is a lesson. You have to do those sadhanas. You have to do those tasks diligently. You are going to fail, no doubt about it. You are going to fail the first attempt, second attempt also. Doesn't matter. Ask around. Do what is necessary. You don't know how to draw even your wheels? Go ask around. There is Google over there. There is ChatGPT. There is Bing. There is this. There is that. Ask the world. Don't say, I don't know. Today the world is like this. Why do you need help from somebody? You have to be the person who can handle his or her own life. You know what happens to a person, no? When they get in a family, then they cannot get out of it. You know, a very funny situation comes in the life of Shivji. Shivji is telling Vishnuji, you know what he says? You have come in front of me because Tarkasura has to be killed. Who is to be killed? Tarkasura has to be killed. And for Tarkasura to be killed, you know, my son is the only person who can kill, and I am not married just now. And you want me to get married and have a child so that that demon can be killed and so that you will be happy? If I have to read those verses, you are going to cry. Maybe I'll read them tomorrow for you. The answer is this. Shivji himself says these words. Dependency on another person is going to be a painful thing. Then you cannot get out of it. Look at your own life. When you are an independent person, you could do 100 things. You could go out and work. You could do this. You could do that. You could go to whichever place you wanted. And then you got entangled in something. And then you can't do anything. Why? Now there is another person. I have to ask that person. What is this? Ask that person. So earlier you could do and now you can't do? How is that? So this is what he says. The state of having tasks to be done alone is declared as the greatest of the sorrows. Human beings feel that any task that they have to do is the biggest sorrow in their life. That is why they are kamchor. You know, they don't want to do work. They will shirk away from work. They will say, no, I can't do this, I can't do this, I don't know this, I don't know this. What do you mean by I don't know this? You have to do it. So, when that exists, how do the two, happiness and absence of sorrow, arise? So, when you are thinking that there is already some painful task to be done, then you know the whole future of yours is always going to be miserable. So anything that you have to do in the future, you are going to be miserable because you have made yourself so. So we have come to the end of verse 42. We will stop over here.